welcome you and thank you for viewing the video.
Make America great again. From sea to shining sea. It's the land of the free, my friend. The one for you and me. Let's go.
I'm Debbie and this is Mark and we are two old people on a couch and I would like to welcome everybody that's joining us this morning. How are you doing today, Mark?
Great.
Great.
It's been a wild week.
It has been a wild week.
Nothing new in the news. So
No.
sorry, guys. No, oh
no,
my
there's
gosh,
lots
there's
of
so
stuff
much. We're gonna
in
have
the
to
news.
ask you guys to help us out near
Yeah.
the end of the show to fill in all the
The
crap.
gaps.
Like, There's so much news going on around the world.
Yeah.
I don't even know. But let me start out with some light news.
Okay, start out with some
You
light
know,
news.
my wife said, Mark, I want to go to the beach again someday. I want to see the pelicans, like the ones down at on
The Keys.
yeah, the keys that we show at the end of the show.
Right.
I want to see pelicans.
Mhm.
I want to see seagulls.
Yes.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to drive out to the lake, El
Right.
Reno Lake,
Mm-hmm.
and take our dog out there. I'm trying to make this quick. Okay.
Yeah, I know you're boring me already.
All right. So we take the dog out there. There's like a herd of pelicans in the
Yeah.
water.
Mhm.
Herd,
In Oklahoma.
flock, herd, whatever.
In
There's
Oklahoma.
And they're
Mhm.
white ones. I
Right.
mean, but at first we're like, are those, we get the storks or whatever they
Mhm.
are. No. They go,
Pelicans.
pelicans and seagulls in the middle of the United States.
Right.
Things are getting crazy whenever that.
Mhm.
I've seen seagulls before.
Right.
I've never seen pelicans.
No.
I mean, a big beak. Pelicans. Please tell me, people, do pelicans migrate? What the heck are pelicans doing in my lake? Pure white ones, too. That was freaky. They weren't gray. They
Yeah.
were white pelicans. There you go.
Right.
And third and fourth grade news, we are off next. Well, we aren't. We have to
aren't.
go
We
in.
work.
No kids for the
Next week.
and
Spring break.
I forgot to download my Oreo cookie.
Yeah.
The one girl.
Go
You
to
get-
his Facebook. You'll see the Oreo
Yeah,
cookie.
Facebook.
Mhm.
Just go to my Facebook page,
Mhm.
and it's huge. It's like she took all the double stuff
Right.
out of 5 Oreos,
Mhm.
stacked them on top of each other.
We do have real news coming up,
Okay,
guys.
now go.
All right.
All right.
So get out to the slides.
Let's get out.
We
to the
got lots
news.
of stuff
All right,
going on.
lots of news. All right.
So Pence won't endorse Trump.
All
Big
right.
shocker there.
Yeah.
Right. So
After the guy, like for 4 years, under they just wanted to keep an eye. If Trump ever got out, they'd have their guy just slide right in, and
Right.
they would have their deep state guy. That's what they tried.
right.
But and he always acted like, oh, I'm for Trump,
Right. Mhm.
all the way up until the very end. But
Right.
whatever, go
No.
figure.
Mhm.
Right?
And
Shocker.
there was big, like the deep underground were like trying to tell us that he was going to come in at the
Oh,
last
yeah, yeah.
second and save the day and call
my
the
gosh, yeah.
things
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
right that they were counting that day and save the day
Nothing
and nothing happened.
And there were,
It just
Yeah.
that was probably
but then,
part of the reason for
Right.
what happened.
well, then they made all these laws saying
Right.
that can never happen. The vice president can never do that. So on this next election, probably going to be good because Kamala can't come in there and do nefarious stuff. So they're kind of cutting off all their avenues to do their
Oh, they're just going
trickeration.
to have drop boxes and
drop
mail-in-
boxes,
yeah,
blanketed
mail-in
mail-in ballots.
Yeah, they're going to push for it all.
Yeah,
They're going to
yeah.
push for all of it.
No ID whatsoever.
Right. Mhm.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
know we know the tricks.
Mhm.
And again, I don't care if you say, "Well, we all should be able to vote." Mark, that's how the liberals
yeah,
go.
we
Like
should all be able to vote.
everybody has an ID in this day
Right.
and age.
Mhm. You should be
Pretty
able to.
much.
Mhm.
And so that's not an excuse. We know it's just.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me just say it this way, people. For all you people out there that don't, like, if you were at high school and you had 2 people going to be president of your class, right?
Mhm.
And the one, and you had a drop box,
Mhm.
and you didn't have to sign nothing. You just go up there anytime during the day and drop your
Right.
maybe 2,
Mhm.
maybe 3, and
Mhm.
and is that
Mhm.
fair? No. They would say that's ludicrous. You can't do
Right.
it that way. You have to sign it and
Yeah.
sign your name off and check and make your vote.
Right.
Boom. Okay.
Boom.
But whatever.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's
Yep.
high school level vote. Or I don't know what on. Oh, well,
I don't know what that was.
you had nothing on that slide. Here
I
you go.
don't
And then look, it
think so.
shows the watermark
Yeah.
that we didn't pay
Absolutely.
for that. All right.
Absolutely. Okay, so Russia claims to use a vacuum bomb to do away with large number of Ukrainian soldiers. So that's what's going on in Ukraine.
Huh. Well, that's new. When did that happen?
This week?
Well, they did fire a drone
Into Russia.
into
Mhm.
Russia,
hmm
like 100
Yes.
kilometers in,
hmm
to
Right.
take out a refinery station
Yes, they did. They did do that.
called
Ukraine
war.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called war.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, things are gonna happen.
So that's what's going on in Ukraine.
In my opinion, there ain't no rules in
Mhm.
war.
hmm
My opinion, it just gets nasty.
It does get
All right,
nasty.
there you go.
Okay, so I did not realize that this happened in Oklahoma. What in the heck is happening in Oklahoma? Right? The most conservative place I know, right? But
What happened? I didn't hear about this story.
like Biden is all upset, and they had like the whole press conference was about this non-binary Oklahoman teen who did away with herself.
That's terrible.
She took some pills, right? But they're blaming it on people being bad, like people on
Yeah.
TikTok saying bad things about these kind of people. So
Well,
that's what they're trying
It is
to
a
blame
tragic
it on.
situation.
That is
but
very tragic, but it's tragic. What the tragic situation is that we're confusing these poor young kids,
Right.
and letting them think that they can choose what gender
Right,
they
right.
are.
Well,
God
was she?
chooses our gender.
I
sorry.
know that, but was she one of those ones that didn't have the one chromosome? There's a handful
Yeah,
of people
there
that
are,
are
and
like
I
that.
don't,
and
I don't
it gets.
know
Yeah.
that there is.
Let's just let them be kids,
Mhm.
you know, and that's all. Let them be kids.
Right.
Don't be, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They don't
It's-
need to be making kind of decisions like
Yeah,
this.
yeah, and
But
everybody be
yes.
kind to everybody.
Yeah, be kind.
Even
be
if
kind.
somebody's whacked out and says I want to change,
Right, be kind.
just be kind to them.
Mhm.
I'm like, yeah, I don't, good luck with that. You
Right.
know?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so the morning after, TikTok inches closer to the possible U.S. ban. So the House has voted, and they want to do away with
Okay. again,
TikTok,
all
and
right,
this is all
don't-
because of wanting to do away with free speech.
They don't want to just get rid of TikTok.
Oh,
The-
okay.
the-
You tell me.
Just like we can't just make a ruling and to ban one thing. It's open and broad. It's like, well, we're gonna get rid of TikTok and we're gonna throw in thousands of pages of other things we could do if we want to. Can we just do things one at a time? Like, okay, TikTok is owned by the Chinese. We don't want TikTok. TikTok, you can't come to America. Boom,
Right.
done. Right?
Well,
That's
I
it.
feel like it's not about it being a Chinese owned.
No, it has
Company.
nothing to do with
It
here.
has them. They want to control the narrative of
All right.
what information gets out there.
Okay.
That's what it's all
I'll
about.
tell you what it is.
Mhm.
Okay.
You did.
I'm not afraid of what the Chinese are collecting about me. Not a bit. Like, go ahead, China. Know everything about me. I'm afraid about my own government. Why they want to, collect information on me. Miss Deb, are you reading
Mhm.
that? Are you
am
on?
because she said that it wasn't. That's not the story I heard, Linda. I'll have to look into that, but I don't think that's true.
But did you hear what I said, Miss Debbie? It's not the Chinese I'm worried about. Collecting my
Mhm.
information. It's my own government
Right.
to be used against me to.
Mm-hmm.
If they have a credit like China,
Mm-hmm.
just turn me off.
Mm-hmm.
You can't buy nothing. You're gonna have to go into this encampment for brain retraining or something
Yeah.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm afraid of. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's keep
Okay.
here.
So the Princess of Wales controversy
what's
has
going on there?
gotten even worse. So apparently yesterday, go on to the next slide.
Well,
Go to the next
okay,
slide.
just the one thing we it's already proven that this is Photoshop beyond belief, right? But the one thing is the kid that's behind her, like he's got the longest arms to come down.
Oh, he does. He
like
does.
it's like
yeah.
That was my
Yeah,
funny take on that. All right.
Yeah.
But go ahead. What do you?
Well, go to the next
Next slide. Okay.
Mhm. All right. So
Ooh.
yesterday, a photo of Kate Middleton leaving Windsor
Windsor
Castle was taken for all the controversy theorists out there.
Yeah,
so
she looks changed
she
a little.
was with William, and they got in the car and everything. So,
Yeah, the thing that gets me is something else went down. Probably.
Yeah.
Allegedly, right?
Allegedly.
Something else went down. In my opinion, she got a black eye or something like that, right? Beat up or something.
Right.
And they had to wait for everything to heal up, look good before she could come out. It's not because she had a tummy problem. Because you can lay in bed and wave. I can have my phone right here and say, guys, I'm in bed. I'm in severe pain, but I'm all good. I can't wait to get back out with you guys, right? They were hiding something. Plain and simple. It's all nefarious. Who knows?
Right.
There's a lot of rumors out there. That's just my personal, using my common sense. Maybe she had plastic surgery that went amok, right? And she's like, oh my gosh, they screwed up my face. I gotta wait for a while. Something could be nefarious. It could be something as simple as plastic surgery gone bad. Okay. Conservatives blast Biden after Haitian migrant charged with, doing that to a teenage girl. Enough is enough.
Well, this is all to say that all the Haitians
Good gosh,
are coming
now we got
in
that.
groves because Haiti is in disarray right now and everything.
Why don't all the people just vote to be part of the Dominican Republic? It's like it's the same island, and those people have it nice over there.
Yeah.
And the other half doesn't. Well, you think it's corruption?
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah, probably corruption. Your government sucks. Imagine that. It just depends on what government's in that makes you either thrive,
right,
or they steal all your money and you live in squander.
Absolutely.
Sound familiar?
Well, now roving gangs.
I know we got them. We
roving
got
everywhere.
MS-12. We got Chinese gang. We got Chinese people coming over. Again, could be the greatest people on the planet. But there's a lot of the Haitians. The one gang is cannibal. They eat people, Deb.
Yes.
Do you want to be eaten?
No.
I don't want to be eaten. I don't think that's right. Do you think that's right? Oh. All right. Move along.
All right. So, this is the big news. So I'll let you guys read this.
Yeah, I don't even know if we can talk about this.
We can't, but
he did turn, the mainstream media says whack job here, Mike, we'll just call him right now. Nothing happened.
Right.
But it did happen. It just wasn't what they thought was going to happen.
Right.
So we're just going to have to sit back, relax, find out. There's something to do with some machines that are part of the picking people process. This one lady in Colorado took a frame and copied the machine prior to them trying to come in and fix the machines, right? So she's got hard copy before and after.
Right.
So we're just gonna have to sit here, wait, see what happens. I personally think all kind of nefarious things.
You told me this was going down last.
Yeah, I knew about it because I don't just listen to the mainstream media.
Yeah.
But
it was hard to find.
I'm just gonna say one thing again and bore the people.
It was hard to find.
Listen, one
it was really
thing.
hard to find.
Stop looking at the chat for 1 second and pay attention to. This is important. A fifth grader could write code to take a number 2 pencil and count a vote.
Right.
It should be like code about this long, maybe a little longer. I'm just saying.
Right.
There's a reason why there's millions and millions of lines of code in those machines. That's to hide stuff. It doesn't make sense. We're giving $100 million contracts that a fifth grader could code and make happen. Say, we're going to put this paper in. We want this area of the screen to go to this guy. This dot over here goes to that guy. That's it. And then we have a piece of paper and we can double check them too. All right.
Okay.
All you computer experts, tell me why we need millions of lines of code to count a dot on a piece of paper.
Right.
Prove me wrong.
Okay. So anyway. So again, Haiti, the airports are closed and it's in disarray,
Good
and
gosh,
there's
yeah.
gangs roaming everywhere, and it's just. I think the president of the country has fled the country and left. So it's basically doesn't have a government right now.
It was really bad shape over a year or so ago.
Right.
And I don't know if we reported on it, but I mean, it was like oil tankers were pulling in there. And then the cartel and all, their gangs over there would hijack the ship, and nobody was getting fuel unless, they extorted the price of it and were in control of it. It was getting really bad a while ago. But nobody reported on that.
Right.
The news just whatever. There's reasons, but let's go.
Okay. Why Americans are burnt out about the economy?
Because we're all suffering.
Because inflation is out of control. We got some really bad numbers this week on manufacturing and a lot. So, and on inflation.
I don't go out.
It's getting very hard to go to the grocery store these days.
Good gosh, it's like $100. Like I say, if you go in there, just like, Debbie, let's just get some snacks and get out of there. It's gonna be $60 to $100 just for a couple snacks, and by the time you get out of there, and there's just this little bag of stuff, you're just like, whatever. It's hard on us. Cars are insanely priced. Oh, this one guy over in Russia, I forget what his YouTube, but he highlights the cars being built over there, right? And like, there's still like designs from the 60s, maybe even, but it's just a car, no airbags, no nothing, saying like comparable to like $8,000 or $10,000 American dollars, right? No safety stuff, just metal dash with a couple gauges on it. That's what I want, but we can't buy those in America because you have to have all these safety. I don't care. I'll just drive, and be my own safety factor. I just want a car that gets me down the road. That's what they sell over in Russia, and we can't do that because of our government.
Right.
All right. Don't get me started on that. All right, here we go.
Okay.
I don't want an airbag.
You don't want an airbag?
I don't care if the car crashes and pins my legs in. I'll take my chances.
Okay, so Biden hits. Okay, this is interesting headline. Biden hits battleground states as Trump opts to sit in court. Now, is Trump opting to sit in court, or is he forced to sit in court?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, ops. I could be.
Right.
But maybe he has to go there to speak his side of the story.
He does have to go to court.
Maybe his side of the story is important.
And whose fault is it that he's in court?
Again.
But Biden.
I think they did the whole coof, thing that went, back in 2020. They did that all to hide the humongous rallies.
Right.
That, along with, blanketed mail-in ballots and all that other stuff. But they did it to hide how popular one guy was and how unpopular one guy.
Right.
Do you see a trend here, people?
Right.
Do you see that maybe some nefarious stuff is going down?
All
right, we're back. Wow, that was quick.
I know. That was quick. That was way too quick today.
Tons of other news.
I wanted to kind of like dive deep on some of those subjects and kind of flew through them.
Yeah, we'll get out to the phone lines early today. But I want to know, like, anybody got any plans for the upcoming eclipse?
The eclipse.
Boy, there's a lot of videos out on the old eclipse about
the towns that it's traveling through, and everybody's going nuts, and
6 years and 60 days and 60, since the last one, like, I don't know. It's all.
Some people are, some states are declaring states of emergency for that day.
Yeah. Like Jacob, Israel. Go look up. If you want to go down a rabbit hole, and this guy, Can you tell him not to repeat everything like
I
that?
know he doesn't.
He gets
need to
all
repeat
jazzed up. If
everything
it's the
like
first
20
time you hear
times.
him, it's like, whoa, yeah.
Mhm.
But then after a while, you're like, yeah. You know,
Mhm.
you've said that a million times already in
Right.
this one podcast. Can we
Mhm.
move on? Whatever he says, he could say in 5 minutes. But hey, he's got to make money, you know, just like
Right.
everybody else.
Mhm.
Get everybody jazzed up. But Jacob Israel is a very good. You want to? He's very biblical, right, Miss Debbie?
Yes.
It's very biblical,
Mhm.
and so it's who knows? I don't know, but is anybody going to be in the path of it? We're really close, so we'll get almost a full.
Right. And
But-
we do. We have some leftover special glasses from when we saw the eclipse at the Pinecone Fest.
Is it during the week or weekend?
I'm sure it's during the week because
Yeah.
schools are closing. So let
Oh,
me
are
find
they?
out for you.
Okay, all right. Well,
Find out for you.
that's okay. What I'm trying to say is, maybe we'll drive.
It's a Monday, the 8th of April.
I think the a lot of the family is over there, like
It's a Monday.
Country Road Cure, Simple Light. Now, I'm not saying go mug their place,
No, don't do that. Well,
but they don't have to
it's
travel.
going through
They're like,
Texas. Through-
well, yeah,
by Jake's house.
yeah.
Mhm.
I heard that.
Mm-hmm.
Jake, all those people are right
In
in
the
line
line
down there,
Yeah.
and then it goes right up to maybe that's a sign. Like all our friends are technically from that area and over in the other area.
and they're online for the eclipse. So.
I'm like, maybe that's a
Mhm.
sign. I don't know,
Mhm.
but here,
It's Monday the 8th.
let me get the phone.
Yeah, I just looked it up too. And
Stand by, everybody.
I did. So,
Close. Bogging down the system.
okay.
Well, it's been we should have a better show next week because we're off. Well, we're not off. We have to go to work.
We got to go to work.
But we got the school pretty wrapped up yesterday,
Yeah.
so we'll be
Yeah, we won't be.
maybe a little. Allegedly. Allegedly, we might be taking it easy. You think so?
Yes.
Yeah. I think it's
We will
not
be.
allegedly. I think
I
it's.
think that's the set in stone that we'll be taking it
Yeah,
easy this
Yeah,
week.
yeah. All right, we got that part going.
It was nice that we didn't have all the kids Friday. It was nice.
Oh, Sergeant, I was going to say this at the beginning of the show again. They're going to be pretty good, too. MT Homestead, they're out that way. A
Yeah.
little closer. Not right in the path, but MT Homestead has a new Sergeants, with a plural, Sergeants Talk TV.
TV.
All
Mhm.
one word.
Mhm.
Sergeants Talk TV. And they did basic training the other day. And
Mhm.
it was a delightful thing, and it's sad because there's a lot of veterans in there that have incredible stories, right?
Right.
And, there's just so many of them that, it's hard to get. And the chat was interesting because everybody was kind of giving their, I'll just give one quick,
It would be nice to know what Ned's up to.
okay, Ned'll come back. All right. Listen to, but the one, basic story that I like the most, I
Right.
kind of remember the most is,
Yeah.
you had like 2 hours, break underneath your barracks because they were above us,
Yeah.
and you could just all hang out for 2 hours. That was
Yeah.
pretty good. But the
Mhm.
one thing I remember the
Mhm.
most is base lib. We got 2 hours base lib to go anywhere on base
Right.
that we wanted to, and so we jetted down to this place that had a restaurant, like fast food and stuff,
Right.
and a dance floor.
Mm-hmm.
No parking on the dance floor, by
No
the way.
parking
No
on-
parking on the dance floor. But
Yeah.
So I went down there and I ordered some pizza, and I was eating my piece of pizza. I never smiled. It's
How
not
much?
because the pizza was so good.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I finally got to eat something that I wanted, when I wanted, how I wanted it. Because you lose all your freedom whenever you're in basic training. That was my basics. Let's get back out to the phone. Okay.
Okay.
That's my basics. That's one thing. There was a lot, but that was one of my favorite parts of basic training is just doing something I wanted to without a drill instructor might pop in. See, whenever you were underneath on that deck,
Mm-hmm.
we thought maybe it was a trap. It's like,
Oh my
all right,
goodness.
like, you can do anything you want,
Mhm.
talk whatever you want. Is this a trap? We're all
Mhm.
looking at each other like, I don't buy this. We
Mhm.
never get to do whatever we want to. So, a lot of us are like, yeah, I'm not gonna. Maybe they got speakers, microphones
goodness.
everywhere. Who knows what's going on here? I don't like
Goodness
it.
sakes.
They said that they had them. Mike and them said that they had mics and listened into the barracks. I always wondered that. I was always fearful to talk in the barracks for that main reason is like, dude, they would be dumb not to be just down below us listening to us knuckleheads. And they might do it just for fun too. Like,
Right.
they're not to use it against us. Just be like, it would be fun to just listen to a
Right.
bunch of knuckleheads,
Right.
Wondering what's going to come next. There's the pelicans. Ours were all white out at our lake. We have white pelicans out at El Reno Ocean.
Reno Ocean.
Not a lake anymore. It's an ocean, I
It's
guess.
an ocean.
Maybe
No.
it's foreseeing
The future.
the future. Maybe the ocean comes to us,
Maybe.
and the birds know it. They're
It
already
might.
there.
It could.
That's a rabbit hole one right
Yeah.
there now. I'm
No.
just saying.
No. That was supposed to happen a long time ago. According to the sleeping prophet,
Yeah.
he used to say that the coast was going to be in Denver in the future.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Edgar Casey.
KC. Mm-hmm.
I've since back whenever you just get the history channels, portion of all this stuff, it sounds
Right.
really, like, wow, that's got to be true and all that
Right,
stuff.
uh-huh.
Like this guy was, and then after a while, you're just like, he did do a lot of crazy things, like, saying, hey, your problem is this, and they were
Mhm.
like, he was right. So I don't know but it hasn't happened yet. I don't trust anybody but the good man upstairs, right? I'll
Right.
take a little bit of information from but there's way too many people on YouTube say, I had a dream last night,
Yeah.
and again, like God told me in my
Right.
dream.
In my dream.
Well, that's, good for you. If it's true, whatever. But unless, he comes down to me
Mm-hmm.
and says, this is God.
Mm-hmm.
Mark, I want you to tell the people this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say, well, I had a dream and, this is.
You might say, I had a dream. You wouldn't
did.
say, God.
I said the one day
Help me.
that I had a
Uh-huh.
dream that
Mhm.
there's going to be a white, black, and red mushroom cloud.
Right.
The very next day
But you didn't say, God brought me this.
in Beirut,
In
there
my-
was a white,
right.
black, and red
Right. But you didn't say,
mushroom
God.
cloud.
God sent me this dream.
No.
No.
I just thought it was fascinating that
Yeah.
it looked a little different than my dream,
than
but
your
the
dream.
colors were,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a mushroom
Straight
cloud.
on. Mm-hmm.
It wasn't an atomic, in Beirut. It was just a huge explosion.
It was.
And then I said something the other week, and it didn't happen. So there you go.
There
Take
you
it.
go.
Take it for.
What it is. A dream.
I'll tell you about my dream if it's freaky.
Right.
But I'm not going to say God told me this. Don't false prophet.
Right.
That's not good.
Mhm.
So I'm not saying you are or aren't in everything. I'm just saying
Mhm.
just live God's way is what I'm trying to say. No matter what you hear, live God's way and you're going to be okay.
I don't know. They must be friends. The tarpon aren't attacking the pelicans.
Yeah,
They coexist. I don't know.
maybe I don't know. Maybe they think that they're going to feed the pelicans too, so the tarpon
Mhm.
are cool with it. I
I don't know.
know. Maybe the tarpon are. I don't. Never mind. That was.
Yeah, I have dreams every night too. I just don't think that the man upstairs is bringing me those
Exactly.
dreams.
Man, I know some of my dreams he isn't
Yeah.
in control. I'm sure,
Yeah.
he is in control of everything, but
Yeah.
I think maybe my dreams are
More mundane.
spurred on
Mhm.
by what I'm thinking of before I go to bed or something. Or
Probably so.
some of them are just bat crap crazy too.
Yeah, mine are
you're
too.
like,
Mine are.
that mean nothing.
I know.
You're like, what? And then 99% of my dreams, even if they're the coolest dream on the planet,
Mhm.
I can't remember.
Right.
Within just waking up, I'm like, I'm never. Wait, what was it? What happened?
I don't
I
know.
already forgot. So, you will know by their works. Also, prophecy will line up with God's word. If not, they're false prophecies. Yep.
So anyway, I feel like we were really on last week, and I feel like I'm really off this week.
we had a lot. Like, what do you? You could go to the Gateway Pundit and stuff. Ben's coming to save us. Maybe. Hold on.
Call from.
Ken Star Lone Cowboy.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
What's going on, Ken?
Well, since nobody else is awake this morning, I figured I'd call in and say hi.
Well,
Okay.
good, because we got about a half hour to fill, so
Yeah.
it's a good,
No.
it's a good time to call. in.
Yeah.
What do you got going on up there, Ken?
Oh, it's kind of nice for a change to actually come out on the front porch with your cup of coffee, and listen to the birds and wind chimes and all that stuff. But we were talking the other day about, you're so close to school and you were thinking about building an electric vehicle, solar panel.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that last week we were talking about that?
Mhm.
Yeah. And
It's something to do.
Yeah.
well,
I
okay.
think it'd be a good idea.
Well, I don't think the government would probably let you.
No, I want to take one of my Mitsubishi Mighty Maxes, pull out the 85 horsepower tow package,
Right.
ram in just any. You can buy kits online if you weld and you're good at it and everything. Maybe make a project. Just put an electric engine in there. Buy a couple
Right.
of the batteries are getting cheap now, so I don't need too many because I don't have to go far. And put like say 800 watts of solar power up on top of the truck. All I do is drive them out of work and maybe out to Walmart or something. So all I got to do is make it 5 miles a day, and then all day long while I'm sitting out, now the solar won't get me down the road, but I just park it for 8 hours out in the sun. So all day long
Right.
it's
That'll
charging
charge.
again to get me back and to get me back in the next morning. And
Right.
even on a cloudy day, I should have enough batteries to make it a couple days without, having to have
Yeah.
Right.
super sun.
Mhm.
But even with a little bit of sun, it should charge back up if I'm only going a mile, even in a
Right.
cloudy day. So
And-
that's
and
what I
you
want.
could give a couple of the kids a ride home,
Yeah, no.
No.
They can walk.
No.
It would be
We
it would be
don't.
educational.
No, we don't do anything that involves children being in our
House,
car,
anything.
anything
That's
like that. No.
No.
Well, if you build a solar car, it'd be all open. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like remember how we used to ride on the back of the tailgate of the truck going
Yeah.
down the road?
Well, we're very careful about that.
To be honest with you, if I made it out of bike tires and made it just really small, 800 watts
Right.
would get it down the road without a battery, but I'd have to have a sunny day, But
Mhm.
yeah, I could, I could build anything. It's just, my gosh, I don't. That would take me getting up and working, Ken, and I'm getting older.
Yeah.
Did you guys? I didn't catch the first half because, well, I was busy. But did you guys see that we had an earthquake up here?
No, we
Like,
didn't.
1 o'clock. Yeah.
Hmm.
I think it was around 1 or something like that. She was at a doctor's appointment, so she's like, "Well, I didn't feel it." It was
Yeah, you
north
never
of the
did.
airport,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Farrellview, I think it was 1.3 something or other.
Oh,
I
well,
don't
that's
know.
not very strong.
Yeah, that's
Ken?
nothing.
And
Ken.
or 3.1 or something.
Okay.
I don't know.
3.
And,
You start getting up in the 4s, you'll feel them. But
yeah.
3, you'll feel it too. 3.7s, you'll feel them.
Right.
But we
It
don't
just
feel them here.
Probably felt like a blast, from a quarry,
Yeah.
I was trucking, so a buddy of mine called me up and he said, "Yeah, there was an earthquake up by the airport, blah, blah, blah." And I said, "Really? Okay." Let's all get excited.
Let me ask
Maybe
you.
it's something underground. Maybe they're drilling underground or making tunnels underground. Who knows?
Yeah.
Ken, maybe you can help me out with my dilemma. Have you ever seen pelicans in Kansas?
In
Or-
what?
Missouri, Kansas. Have you ever seen pelicans?
We've seen them up on the Mississippi River,
Okay.
and I don't think I've ever seen pelicans here. No.
Yeah, that's a first for me. The
Up
other
home,
day.
they always have pelicans up around home, hanging around the Mississippi River.
Okay.
The big thing going on right now, I went live the other day up in Nebraska in the sand cranes, I guess you call them.
Yeah.
thousands and thousands and thousands of them out in this field, you know. So that was kind of neat, you know. But,
Is that the same
yeah.
birds that come out over like towards Kearney, Nebraska, once or twice a year? Yeah, I drove by and the fields were just loaded with these birds. Of course, I'm not from there, so I was like, "What the heck are these birds?" But that's what they are, probably.
Sand cranes.
Okay.
Grand Island, Nebraska, Kearney,
Gotcha.
Nebraska, and yeah. But other than that, I don't know. Nothing else is going
MT has
on.
seen them in Colorado.
Okay.
Colorado, yeah, they got hammered up there. Over 40 some inches of snow. Interstate 80 was
Heard
shut
that.
down for 2 nights. You know, so yeah.
They would have been
I didn't
cold
go north.
pelicans.
They would, well, MT didn't see him right now.
I know. I'm just saying. It's just weird. I've been here a long time, and I've been out to that lake a lot.
Right.
Never seen a pelican out there. And there was 100 of them.
Yeah.
There was at least 100 of them, and they were pure white.
Mm-hmm.
It was a sign.
Yep.
Maybe
Well, Debbie, you have a good day,
I will.
and keep him in line.
I will.
You know,
do you think,
I know it's a hard job to do.
It is.
Ken, do you think that maybe with all these alleged solar flares and pole shifts and everything, that the birds might be off track a little bit? Is that too
They
conspiratorial?
might be. I don't know.
It's too conspiratorial. Yeah. Ken says that's
It doesn't
nuts
matter.
balls.
We can't control the weather and everything. But
Yeah.
I have mixed opinions on the stuff that they say is going on with the globe.
Yeah,
But
me too.
we can't control it.
No.
It's just one of those things that we can't control. But
Now-
it's like the solar flares, you know. I mean, if a big one hits, I hope it hits hard.
Just get it over with quick. Are you guys
Right.
are you guys doing anything for the eclipse, or just like no big deal? It's just the moon blocking the sun.
It's just another day.
It's just another day. I know. It's kind of cool, but it's like how long did we? Everybody looked at it for a second. It got more eclipsed. Oh, you were there, Ken, and we were like, yeah, this is cool. Okay, let's go over and see what MT Homestead's doing right now. Okay, yeah, maybe they got breakfast. Let's go.
They
Breakfast
for sure
time?
got breakfast. But the big one during the day, where everything got dark, you know, the shadow.
Yeah.
Several years ago, I was actually working nights at the time, and I actually stayed up and waited for it, and it was really neat seeing these old planes chasing it across the
You can pay
air.
for
You know, they were
flights
chasing the shadow
to stay in it. Yes.
right,
heard
to
about
stay in it. And it got dark. The outdoor lights came on and everything, and everything got quiet. The birds got quiet, and then, you know, a minute later, here comes the sun again.
Well, let's be clear. Lone Cowboy didn't stay up to watch it at night.
No.
He stayed up
It was
to watch it during the day.
during the day.
I know.
Yeah.
I just wanted to
I
clarify
used
that.
two pieces of paper. I learned that in school.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
when
yeah.
you go to school, you learn that stuff and kind of remember. And I used 2 pieces of paper to actually watch it.
It'll still fry your eyeball.
I was
Ken.
actually live
Yeah.
on Facebook when I was doing it. It was pretty.
Yeah.
It was neat.
Listen,
But that was
people,
the most exciting eclipse I've ever seen. You know.
we might have 3rd and 4th graders listening to us. So 3rd and 4th graders, do not go outside with 2 pieces of paper.
Right.
We're not saying that's
Well-
legit, but, you know, go ahead, Ken.
You
I
can
just
lay
wanted to
one on
clarify.
the ground. You poke a hole in the other one.
Oh,
and
good
you
gosh,
pass
he's going to
it
blind people.
onto the other piece of paper.
Oh,
That's
okay.
how you do it.
Oh, you're
It's
not.
a
don't look
reflection. You're
at-
not
Oh.
looking at the sun.
I'm
You're
with you.
reflecting the
Right.
whole.
Like seeing it through the trees
Right. Right.
and seeing it on the ground.
Right.
Oh, you're not looking at
Right.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
That's
You're
what you do with the
ridiculous, Mark.
papers.
All right. That makes sense. All right. Do
Mhm.
not look at the sun, kids.
Do not look at the sun for kids.
Yeah.
At
Yeah, I
all.
remember doing that in school with the two pieces of paper. We'll
Okay.
lay one on the
Right.
ground, poke a hole in the other one, and then cast it on the other piece of paper.
Wonder what I was doing
So,
while these.
These eclipses were going on.
I don't know what I was doing.
yeah. Hard
Not
telling.
paying attention.
I know
So,
if I would
But
have been in
everybody have a
college.
good day.
Wait, hold on. I got one more.
April the 8th.
Go ahead.
I got one more important thing to tell Ken. I know if we were in college and there was going to be eclipse, that would have been a good excuse to party that day. Because we always had to have an excuse to have a party. That would have been like the eclipse party. All right, go ahead. All right.
Well, that would have been the night before, and then you probably wouldn't have got up for it.
Well, we would have started in
Or
the
you
middle
just-
of the day, too. We would have been
Yeah,
fine.
party all night.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
St. Patty's Day, Snake Saturday is today in North Kansas City. They
Oh,
always
okay.
have a great big parade and everything.
Well, there you go.
They were just showing that on the news. So, yeah.
Yeah, April the 8th.
That's all I
Jerry,
got.
is this one.
All righty, Ken.
Yeah. You guys have a good day.
You too.
Thanks for calling in.
We'll talk to you later.
All right.
Bye.
Talk to you later.
Say bye.
Bye-bye.
Wow, that was good.
Yeah.
Ken's.
Ken's good.
We'll accept him as a friend.
Okay. Oh my heavens. You
Gotta
are
get
crazy.
up there. We need to get together again. Here.
We
Figure
will.
out some way
We
this
will.
summer to
We'll be off
hang out.
for the 4th of July again.
Yeah, 4th of July time. We might come up there, Ken.
Hopefully my son will have his house fixed by then.
All fixed. Plumbing fine. Everything's good.
Hopefully.
We might even get a call that he's graduating.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That would be the big one, man.
That would be the big
I still don't know how that works. I've never even known about doctorates and how it works, or what it
You
takes.
have to write a thesis.
Well, I know that, but my gosh, I mean, it's like
on
first you
something
gotta
that's never been
before.
been done before to
Good
get your
gosh.
doctorate. I don't know that my son smart enough. To
Yeah,
write
he
a
is.
thesis. Yeah, he is.
He's smart enough.
He is. I'm teasing.
I just don't know how it works.
I don't either.
It'll happen one day.
It will. It will happen one day. Meanwhile, he's getting the plumbing fixed.
And the good thing is he doesn't have to pay for rent.
Right.
Because we outright bought the house for him
Right.
while he was going to do this. So if it takes 10 years, it's actually better because it'll be a better investment of him saving money. If he takes 10 years to get it, then it was a whale of a good deal.
Yeah.
To outright buy the house.
It was. As long as it doesn't break us.
Yeah, well, it won't. Son, if you're watching this, which he's not,
Okay.
we're good. We
We're
love
good.
you. We got all the faith in the world that you're gonna. He's done everything on his own. We did not have to do that for him,
No, we didn't.
but it was why let the money sit and make no interest. Let's
Right,
get
at
it
the
for him.
time. Yeah.
And at the time, yeah.
At the time.
But let's just do that. And even if we break even on the house, we save a crap ton of money.
Absolutely.
And he was kind of he was like, no, I got this. Trust me, son. This
Yeah.
is going to help you big time.
Yeah. And he knows it has.
Yeah. And
He
so
knows. Even with all the plumbing issues they're having right now. Knows.
just my way of helping my son.
Right.
My dad's helped me.
Yeah.
There you go.
Circle of life.
Circle of life. Yep. Got to get to work. Y'all have a great day. Well, Jeff or, oh my
Lorraine.
gosh,
Lorraine.
Lorraine. Yes, I'm sorry.
But,
I'm terrible
it's
with
probably
names.
Jeff. I
Jeff.
would imagine.
Lorraine's never in on the videos.
Mm-hmm.
We need Lorraine to jump in there. I think they did a cooking one once, and she might have been in there, but come on.
Yeah.
We went up. She's kind of, she probably is like, I don't want nothing to do with that YouTube stuff.
Right.
Maybe. Allegedly. Who knows?
She is because she used to do a show. She used to do an arts and crafts show on
did
TV.
she?
On TV.
On TV?
Yeah. You
Good
didn't
gosh.
know
Things I find out.
that? And so she doesn't
Wow.
like all that.
Nice. She had her run.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
Right.
And she's done with it. Very interesting.
Anyway. Yeah, I will not be here August the 23rd of 2044. I'm with you, MT. I will not be here.
And Jeff, he's building his own electric company out there, right?
Mhm.
He's got about 1,000 breaks. He's doing it right.
Mhm.
He don't even say, "Do I need all this?" No. Do I want it all? Yes.
Yes.
But he's
Mhm.
so very interesting projects he's got
Yeah.
going on. I didn't see his last one. Maybe I got to get caught up.
Okay.
I don't know what his last video. He does some like I bought this.
Right.
I might have missed the last one, so I got to get caught up on.
So this girl or boy that commits
Okay,
did
you're
away
back
with
on
himself.
that one. Okay, that's
It's
a
really
touchy
bothering
subject,
me.
Debbie.
It's really
That's a
bothering me
touchy-
right now. So, because I don't like to be
Do
misinformed.
research a little more. See if she
Well, was
thought
she
this
being harassed?
and that. Probably.
Yes.
You know,
She was
kids
being
are
harassed. Linda.
mean. Yeah,
They are.
They're just.
They're cruel.
That's why you got to tell them. Look, just say. I tell my kids like, that kid was picking on me out there at recess, and I said, okay, let's step
Just let
back.
it go.
Let's step back.
Mhm.
Did they touch you?
Mhm.
No, he didn't touch you. You tell that other kid, whatever, dude, I don't care,
Right.
right? If they're not touching you, just tell them whatever and act like it doesn't bother you, and he'll go pick on some other kid,
Right.
you know?
Mhm.
And, you know, if you have some kind of, you know, defect or something, well, I'm
Right.
trying to be nice here. What is it
Right.
that, you know, stands out? Like you're in a wheelchair or something like that.
Mhm.
99% of the time, the kids are going to just be nice to you and stuff. But there's going to be one idiot, jackass in the crowd that makes a big. And my advice to most people is like, most of the people are good out there. But
Mhm.
just ignore. Don't let it. I know it gets to you. It gets to
Okay.
everybody. Just
Right.
don't. I might have third and fourth graders listening here. Just say whatever and go find your good friends and hang out with them.
See, I thought they were trying to blame TikTok for his or her death. So
Listen, under the
I got my information from Salty.
Okay, good gosh. Okay,
Who
listen to
doesn't hold back.
listen to me. They will take our freedoms every
Mhm.
chance they get in the shroud of safety
Of safety, yeah.
all the time.
Mhm.
I don't want an airbag. You know, I
Mhm.
don't want any of this. I want
Yeah.
to be able to buy the cheapest car I can buy.
Yeah.
Get the government out of all this crap. I will keep myself safe. Okay? Don't worry about me. I'm good.
Oh, I don't plan to be here in 20 years. Butler Family Farm. I really don't.
I think I made it, like, you know,
I really don't.
back in the day, I told God around,
Yeah.
I think somewhere around 62 or 65, I was like, just
Mhm.
take me so I don't have to be old.
I'm about done.
Yeah, that's-
I'm ready to see God and Jesus. I'm
Uh,
ready to see Jesus.
I'm about 3 years away
Mhm.
from my
Mhm.
deal. So, but I am healthy as a heck, and that was part of the deal. Keep me healthy so I can take care of my family. I don't want to get old, and I don't want anybody else taking care of me. So he said, okay.
Well, I'm going to have to look into that. Okay, so
And she's got
I have a story.
you got life insurance on me because you know my deal is coming to an end here soon.
No, that's not why I got life insurance on you.
Okay.
I tried to get life insurance on me, but
And
you
I don't
wouldn't
want
let
it.
me.
I don't want it. I don't
Yeah.
want it.
You wouldn't let me. So I have a story
Go ahead.
about 13 years ago after I had a hysterectomy and kind of fell off the planet. I went to see
It was
a
crazy.
psychiatrist. I was crazy.
She was crazy.
I went to see a psychiatrist, and I'd seen him for about 2 years. So on a regular, like, monthly basis or whatever.
Yeah.
And so then I receive a letter in the mail, and it tells me that he has become a she, but this isn't a mental disorder. And I just couldn't do it. I couldn't go see it. I couldn't go see them again. I could not go see them
That's
again.
why I'm not going to go.
No. I couldn't.
People will
I
hammer.
couldn't do it. No offense to anybody,
yeah.
but I just, for me, I just couldn't. They're telling me how messed up I am, and they changed their
Listen to me. I'll give.
sex.
I'm probably not the right guy for this advice, but I'm going to give it to you. It's
Mhm.
okay. listen, whenever people were like, I actually got screamed at by a girl in a bar about this. That's a long story, but I say, it's all in your head, just, go to your friends, have a couple beers, go to your friends, have a rip-roaring good time, and forget about it, right? Or something like that, right? Well, I gave that advice on a date once because she was starting to tell me it was a sign to run, Mark. Just run anyways, right? But she started telling me that all this stuff is going on in her head, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like, yeah, I didn't know this whenever I asked you out. You should have a sign that says you're crazy. Well, I said this to her. Like, I was like, I just go out with my friends and I'm all good, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. Then she commenced to getting up in the middle of the bar and just screaming at me.
I don't blame her.
Just, it's not in my head. She's going nuts on me, right?
It probably wasn't all in her head.
Then everybody's looking at me.
Yes.
Like I'm the crazy.
You're the crazy one.
Like I'm the meanest guy, the worst male on the planet, right? And I'm looking at everybody in the bar, and I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I'm innocent in this. Good gosh, I didn't touch her. I didn't do nothing to this girl. And yeah, that was our last date.
I bet it was.
Good gosh.
But yeah, at that time it was not all in my head. It was probably all in my hormones or lack of hormones
I know
at the time.
I know that now in my. But
and that person helped me get square again so that I can function as a human being, work a job, have a life, a lot of things. But I just couldn't make the transition with them.
And same period of time. I had the worst luck in South Carolina. I couldn't find one girl that was, it was a rough period in my life. So another date I'm on. You want to hear another one?
Yeah.
At probably the same bar. Okay. People are starting to think something about. No. So I'm there, and this girl goes, I'm buying the drinks, and she goes, "I'll take a Crown and Coke," and I'm like, gosh, I'm just barely scraping by, guys. Barely scraping by. I'm like, just do, regular, what is Crown? Whiskey, Coke, and you just go with the cheap stuff. And boy, he's like, if you're going to date me, you got to give me the good stuff and you got to buy this. And I was like, I go, well, is this date over then? She goes, it is. I go, well, do you need me to drive you home? She goes, no, I'll take a cab. I'm out of here. I was like,
oh
okay.
My goodness.
And I just stayed there with my buddies, like, I dodged a bullet with that one too,
Yeah, well, Mark is a very cheap person.
I was like, that's why I married Debbie.
Yeah.
Free beer night for the ladies. She didn't want no fancy drink. So there you go. All right.
Yeah.
There are my two. South Carolina. I just got, broke up with my fiance. Life was tough back then. I was like, then I joined the Air Force. Things were bad back then. I was like, whenever your last ditch effort to get out of Crapville is to join the military, it was a sign. You got to do something to change up your life now. And it led me to Debbie.
Yes.
There's my Sergeant's Talk TV.
Sorry.
How did you wind up in the...
Yeah. So anyway, that's about all I know about any of that stuff. I just, anyway.
What kind of whiskey do I drink, Debbie? When I drink, I don't drink that much. Kentucky Deluxe. It's not even real bourbon. It's fake bourbon.
Like $4
for
thing.
a big bottle.
Yeah.
Well, the smaller bottle.
Yeah, a smaller bottle.
There you
So
go.
anyway.
Oh, man.
And I'm going to swear off the whole drinking thing.
Oklahoma, guys, I'm going to tell you what. South Carolina was either, I don't know what was going on there, but you had to have money. Southern Bells, something was going on out there, and it wasn't working for me. Oklahoma girls are where it's at, man. Oklahoma raised girls are cool. They're down to earth. They're good looking. They don't care about money. Most of them, they just want to have a good time. And Oklahoma girls. There you go. Some advice.
That's it.
Are we done yet?
I think we're done. I think we're done. I do think we're done. I do. Last week was a good show.
It was.
We talked and talked and talked.
We
and
went
talked and
way
talked and
into
talked.
the phone calls
Mhm.
before we opened up the lines.
Yeah, I
Today
think
we were
my
about 10 minutes, 5
Yeah, I
minutes,
think
10 minutes
my-
early.
my allergies are just kind of
Where's-
bothering me today,
what else-
and I'm
well-
just kind of.
You can ask people 5 minutes. What other huge story went down this week? Just totally. Now
It was
what?
the
Now what? Travel ready on a not so simple road, which is the longest
name.
name on YouTube, but that's okay. That's why I can never remember it. But Charlene is her name.
Mhm.
That's shorter. She knows everything. She is keeping up with all this stuff better than I am, probably.
Well,
so.
the
Well, now she's leaving now. I hit her up with some information.
no. What was Elon Musk sent up a spaceship?
Oh yeah,
Spaceship.
yeah. Why didn't you always have that?
I know, but I didn't see any
Okay.
slides for it this morning.
That'll give us.
I didn't see any slides at all for it. So what happened with that?
Okay, so the thing launches. It's a
Yeah.
good launch again, right?
Mhm.
33 Agent 33 Raptor engine. What a coincidence! What a weird number to put on. Who knows? Whatever. That's
Mhm.
crazy. So it goes blasting off into space. It's successful launch. It's a successful detach, and it wasn't whatever it came back down. It was going to do like it was going to land on something, but it didn't. Right? It's soft land in the ocean. That part not
Did
so
not happen.
soft. The other thing kept on going for, I think it was like an hour into the thing or something, and then it was going to re-entry back in, and it started pitching and rolling. Another thing was they wanted to open up a bay door and close it. The bay door did not close all the way, which might have caused all the other
Issues.
problems. But that didn't close good. It crinkled or something, and then it started pitch and rolling and burn up because it's coming back to the atmosphere, and the heat shields are only on one side, so it just burned up and broke apart. So there you go. There's your SpaceX. The third launch, more successful, but not. They say they did everything they wanted it to do, of course.
Mhm.
Why not just, I know.
But yet,
What?
we sent men to the moon
Yeah, I know.
in 1965.
But he's trying to
69.
he's trying to make them come back to Earth okay.
Right.
I get it. I have my doubts on a lot of the space program. I think it's more of a money laundering, situation myself. Is you pour billions of dollars into this program, and then you just slice off a little bit. It gets fed back to the politicians, everybody
Mhm.
else, and the big companies make a huge profit, and it's just a money laundering thing. Again, let's spend money on making Earth better. I don't care about space. I really don't.
Well, there's another story of something that happened this week. 45,000 Google workers got laid off because of AI.
Yeah.
Because of AI.
Well, and the
Yeah.
economy maybe too.
Probably. But yeah.
Nobody's advertising as much because they don't have the money to advertise. Maybe that's
Maybe.
usually
The corporate.
the culprit. But but they say maybe their excuses. Yeah, we got AI to figure this all out.
Right.
But things are going down. Things are going down.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to get out of here.
I just want my jacuzzi from the government instead of anything to do with space. Let's make I robot now. I want my jacuzzi and a robot that mows my yard for me. That would make humanity better.
Okay. So until next time, remember, do your own research and be prepared.
Bye, everybody.
Have a good week,
Like
everybody.
Ken
Thanks
said-
for
No,
joining
I'm not
us.
going to rip off Ken's thing.
No,
I'm
no,
not
no.
doing it. Not
No.
doing it.
Don't.
Don't say bye.
Don't say bye.